Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense takes the field. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Bringing the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Houston's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on them, put a safety on them. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning him. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Firing to the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Houston wants to play fast. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Finds his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Got the quick pass.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the 1st quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. The toss sweep to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that 1st.
Grab behind the line. It's Potts. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Slams ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down.